Welcome to the Automation Car Design Competition. Over 450 entries, 11 categories, and Mr. Regular as a guest judge in his very own special category. The entries will be judged in 2 rounds, the preliminaries and the finals, for each category. The categories span from way back 40s luxury barges all the way to futuristic concept cars. The finals are judged in more detail on a scale from 0 to 10 in the main category and on a scale of 0 to 5 in 4 secondary categories for a maximum score of 30 points in total. At the end, there can only be one to claim victory in the category. Today, we shall find out who will win in the Crazy Creative category. The final category, Category Y, turned out to be quite the thing. I think it's my favorite one, because we have some crazy creations in it, and these finals are filled with those. First up is Crystallis with the Tyrant.
Oh my god, that's very flamboyant and an original design. It's very overdone, yes, but damn, he overdid it quite well.
Oh, this yellow monster is very original and I don't know, I guess it's a matter of taste, but it is so well done in its loudness that can't be penalized too much.
Voted most garish exhibit at SEMA. I'm surprised it didn't have even more negative camber.
The overdoneness is everywhere, but apart from that, the car does not remind you from being the same all around.
The craziness is consistent, but as the Zen recall, there isn't very much detailing front and rear.
I can't deny the whole car's over the top. The base looks like one of those generic video game USDM sedans you'd find in GTA.
It's not easy to make a crazy car looking good. Well arranged fixtures.
I like the front arrangement of fixtures. It is a well done car, except for those doors handle.
There's effort gone into nearly every aspect of the aesthetic here.
It's so crazy it even has false advertising. On the rear it says V16, but it's not. One has to be quite creative to make such a car.
The O as rivets are a nice touch. Also pointless, but creative, use of different light from the left to the right side of the car.
Well, I guess this is one way to interpret the theme, a bold gold vision.
For luxury premium, this car is sure weird looking. Way too large engine for that market though. A V16 like advertised would have been better.
I guess it's a luxury premium, so seems to work, except for finding customers that love the car look.
Not really sure what the tune's shooting for, to be honest. Regardless of the target market, the engine tune could be improved.
The second out of 5 finalists in category Y is Martin PL66 with his Need for Speed Underground recreation, the Douche Neon. Beautiful. Alright, judges.
That must be a coincidence, but just as I opened this car, Riders on the Storm came on the radio. A great remake of a car that could have been straight from Underground 2.
I see what you did here. A very good recreation of 2 cars in pure Need for Speed Underground style. The car really looks the part. Well done.
Even without the instructive badging, one can immediately tell this is a Dodge Neon coupled with a Honda Integra that got the Fast and Furious treatment, which is convincing in itself, but why? I guess crazy means a lot of things.
Well, it's a pure rice machine. The car is consistently being inconsistent due to the tuning. That's actually interesting.
The front is a Neon and the rear is an RSX, so tuning style at least is consistent.
How does one judge consistency in a car that was deliberately made from 2 halves of different cars? It's no Solati, for sure, but you know, the aesthetic and vision's consistent, so
The car has been carefully crafted to look like a replica of two cars in Need for Speed. The rear taillight could have used a small amount of more love.
The care put in the recreation of tuned car is noticeable, with a shout out to the rear plate.
The side skirt is an excellent replica of the Ricer Culture kit seen in Need for Speed Underground 2. The decals are well done. The taillights could have been done with a bit more flair.
Very good use of the available decals. Great use of fixtures to make the illusion of a tuner car.
Interesting use of decals, and the use of bonnet scoop as side vents and lips for the side skirts.
Despite my personal feelings about this Frankenstein's creation of a car, I applaud the thought and conviction with which it was done.
The technical choices make sense. Yes, the turbo has journal bearings, yes, the interior has a luxury stereo, but if you think about it, it makes sense.
Seems that people do not know the difference between a journal bearing and a ball bearing.
It's a solid interpretation of a Neon Integra tune, plus a nod to the aftermarket stereo. Probably has some 650 watt woofers in the trunk, huh?
Our next candidate with a 7 from the preliminaries is Yak 38 and his creation of a rally car. Pretty awesome.
This gives me all the Group B vibes possible. A really good looking design that hits all the right buttons.
Unmistakably a rally car. Unmistakably the rally version of the same car we saw in the preliminaries from Yak 38. It looks really good.
This immediately makes me think communist take on the Fair Lady 240Z rally car. Who cares what that means, it's stunning.
Design elements from the front transfer to the rear. Also the whole car just looks like a rally car, which helps.
There are some recalls of the grille between the front and the rear, and the rally looks.
The inverse shape forms front and back is a sneaky nod to the same design language.
Very beautiful details all around, like the fat lamp cluster on the front, the taillights and on the hood.
I have enjoyed small details like the chrome line interruption on the front grille and the rear taillight complex.
Beautifully crafted, exquisite attention to detail with the decals, the hood latches, the auxiliary lighting.
Very good use of all fixtures the game features to make a normal car look like a full-on Group B rally car.
Good use of decals and interesting use of fuel caps as bonnet holders.
I take particular satisfaction from seeing good use of the headlights to make rally fog lights.
All choices make sense for a rally car. The car does not score well in any market, but the stats fit for what it is.
All choices that I cannot discuss, but for a rally car maybe having advanced safety would be more fitting.
Automation doesn't cover rally cars. This is a very convincing interpretation, with the interesting twist of turbo tech to bring it into the 80s. My only gripe is that rally cars would have narrower tyres.
And then we had a rare 8 from the preliminaries, and that is from Conan Murder and his time machine. Look at it. It is amazing. All the cabling all around the car. What a pain in the ass to make this. It looks awesome. And a little makeshift too, which is the entire purpose of this. So really cool.
I don't know what it is, I just know it has to be able to drive at least 88 miles per hour. A really crazy and really cool design.
It reminds me a modded Ireland built coupe that I don't recall the name. By the way, it looks terrific. I don't know what else I can say.
What is this? Turbine car? Fission reactor car? Back to the future? It's very crazy 90s concept and I love it.
Front and rear feel the same, yes, but damn, this feels consistent, even behind the cover of the sci-fi stuff on it.
Except for all the cable and all the sci-fi stuff on the car, there is some front-rear recall.
The overriding theme here is probably something like naked technology, given all the weird devices and wires running all over the car. Underneath, the car itself is very consistent.
Conan put a lot of work into it, all the small little details, just look at it.
Cables all around the cars, rear reactor, propulsors. I don't have the time to list everything.
There are even clips holding the wires in place. I don't know what half this shit is supposed to do, but good stuff.
It's a time machine. I would give it a 10 if I could. This is crazy and creative.
Look, straps as cables, pop-up headlights as propulsor. Really? A fucking time machine need explanation?
This is way out there on the out there scale. Full marks for bringing crazy to this round.
Car underneath the time machine is a cheap, light sports car with overall decent stats and choices.
I guess it could fit a more recent Mr. Fusion to power the flux capacitor. Aside from that, the car is a light sporty one.
The engine and tune is surprisingly placid and, dare I say, anemic. Reminds me of a Toyota Serra. I'm surprised, but it's not bad.
And then there was this. MJ Dekker created the only car that scored a 9 in the preliminary round. Impressive stuff, but this is an impressive car. A very different one, but it does do what it sets out to do so damn well. Alright, judges, what do you think?
Wow, that's an amazing armored military truck. Proper paint, proper looks.
Wow. I'm honestly impressed. This is an unbelievable recreation of a mine-resistant ambush-protected vehicle and... wow.
Holy shit. I was not expecting an MRAV. I'm not even a fan of MRAVs, but this is mind-blowing. The only way this could get any better was if it had 6 wheels, but the game wouldn't allow that.
Everywhere you look, it screams military utility. There is nothing to add.
From wherever you look, this looks a badass military vehicle. Period.
The whole truck is ready for action, nose to tip, and you better believe it.
There is some misalignment, but considering the other details this car has, this is simply minor.
Okay, take a look to a part of the car. Not a specific one, just look at it. Now focus. Okay, should I add anything else?
Rivets, reinforcements, vents, storage compartments, roof rack, multi-mirrors. This thing has a feature list longer than a developer bug fix changelog.
The best military truck you can build in-game. Everything has been reused just for this purpose.
External storage system, ground lights, roof racks. There is a ton of interesting use of fixtures here.
This isn't the first time a player has created an MRAV, but it is possibly the most complete reimagining of one ever seen in-game.
It's a very good off-roader with proper safety for the people inside, but considering this vehicle could go through sand, I would have spared the turbo.
A strong off-roader with very high safety. Very careful and logic choices for the car he wants to emulate.
It's hard for me to judge what makes a good MRAV, but certainly every choice reflects the intention.
And that means that we do have a winner. Not clear, it was very close, but man, those scores. That is such a nice finish to this series of competition runs. Of course, the R category is still up for grabs, but this was quite the thing. Anyway, we have a deserved winner, MJ Dekker with 28.0 points. And second place goes to Conan Murder with his time machine, 27.5 points. And third place goes to Yak38 with 26.5 points. I hope you enjoyed, and see you guys next time.